Can't hold you. Best decision I made. Hug me, bring it in. Won't you look at that? I'm playing. I wonder if this is what The Weeknd felt like when he was doing coke, bro. Oh my god, it's so itchy in there. What's up, y'all? It's Sai. So today I'm gonna be talking about freshman advice. So if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to see weekly videos of me. Be sure to hit that bell to get notified when I post. And if you enjoy the video, drop a like and comment some, content you want me to make. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So for my first category, I'm gonna be discussing classes. So when it comes to your classes, I'm sure a lot of freshmen don't really get to pick their classes. I know I picked mine, but there's like certain classes that you don't always get to pick, and parents are normally more involved when it comes to helping their freshman child choose classes. It really depends. I know at my school we have like regular academic classes, so that's like base level. Then we have honors and also AP classes. Personally, I decided to take AP government during my freshman year. Can't hold you. Best decision I made, but like it was definitely worth it to take the class. AP classes are really good to get into because they can really boost your GPA. With adjusting from middle school to high school, I know personally I didn't have much of a hard time because I've always done like perfectly fine with meeting new people, making new friends. But I know some people do have a bit of a hard time with that, and it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. When it comes to the freshmen, all of you are scared, or like at least most of you are got a little bit of fear up in you of the upperclassmen and of just like the whole high school environment because it's so new. So I would just say try to stay calm, don't get too freaked out. We're not gonna hurt you. Like nobody is going to try to hurt you. Like it's gonna be okay. You have to understand you're coming in as freshmen as like 14, 15. The rest of us are like mostly everybody else is 16, 17, 18. Especially when you get to that 17, 18 with the juniors and seniors. The freshmen are irritating to us juniors and seniors as upperclassmen because it's just the mindset. It's like we understand that we were all freshmen before and that all freshmen have to grow, and high school really helps transform you into that, helps put you into that growth. So the upperclassmen, we definitely try to be patient, but it can be really frustrating with freshmen because freshmen have a tendency to walk on the wrong side of the stairwell, be loud in the hallways, obnoxious in the morning time. Like, I'm not trying to bash the freshmen. I'm just saying, as a senior, those behaviors at like 6 or 7 a.m. for me personally, I can't do it. I just can't handle that because it's so irritating. Like by the time you get to like your junior or senior year, you're like, bro, I'm starting to get tired of this. I'm getting tired of being here. And it's just this feeling of, why are they so like hyped? Why do they just do the most? That's what it feels like. We just want the freshmen to calm down is basically what it is. Now, not all freshmen are bad. Not all freshmen are like doing the most and annoying and stuff like that. And just because you were annoying and like bothered other people as a freshman doesn't mean that that's who you have to be for your whole high school career. Who you come into high school as is not going to be who you leaving as. So I would say just be open to change, be open to, just be open to the person you're going to be evolving into. When it comes to the mindset you need to have in your classes, definitely have a mindset of, I'm here for my grades. Even if I feel like I don't need this class will never be useful to me ever in my adult life. I would never need the material, any of those things. Just do what you have to do in the class, especially your freshman year. Don't just throw away your freshman year because you're like, oh, it's my freshman year. It's not that serious. I can kind of toss the year, I can kind of throw the year, not really care about it. Like, definitely don't come in having that mindset. You honestly only have freshman, sophomore, junior year to really like get a good foundation on your grades. By the time senior year rolls around, it's not a lot of room to be like trying to really boost your GPA or like cram in all these classes that you either failed or didn't get a good enough grade in. Just take your freshman year seriously. Try to put your best foot forward in all the things you do, make good study habits, be organized, ask for help when you need it. All that good stuff is just going to help you improve the student that you are. Another thing that pairs with your classes, make sure to be checking your grades. Check your grades, check your little school email like once a week. Just be sure to be caught up on what's going on at school, different events that are going on, different announcements that your teacher has made about either like today's class or tomorrow's class, or announcements for homework. Just be sure to keep up on that type of stuff. You don't want to be like halfway in the semester and be like, oh my god, my grade is horrible in this class. I only have half the semester to try to get it back up. And when that happens, most of the times, like, you can't bring the grade all the way up to that A that, like, if the grade is like really bad. Also keep in mind that your grades don't define you. Literally, it's a letter on a sheet of paper, or literally a letter on like an electronic database. Our next topic is friends. So when it comes to your friends, the friends you go into high school with are not the friends you're coming out of high school with, like 9 times out of 10. Just based on the fact that in middle school, let's think, you probably were able to eat lunch with your friends because your whole grade had the same lunch, and a lot of the friends that you're carrying into high school are friends from your classes in middle school. Because of the larger amount of classes that high schools offer, the likeliness of you getting the same classes as your friend, it's not all that high, or even getting those same classes in the same spots in your schedule. So if you and your bestie are sitting there like, oh, I'm gonna take English, like honors English, I'm gonna take Algebra 1 academic, and I'm gonna take Spanish 1, and y'all trying to pair up these schedules, what I'm basically saying is your schedule is not gonna probably pair up with your friend's schedule, even if you sign up for the same classes. So don't be sitting here trying to plan your future. Just understand, don't be sitting here trying to sign up for the same classes as your friend. You need to take classes that are for what you want to do later in life, or classes that you're actually interested in taking. Now granted, if you guys are interested in the same things and sign up for the same classes because you are genuinely interested on a individual level, not on a because me and my friend, like, no, like just you as an individual because you're interested in them, okay, cool, sign up for the classes. But if it's because you're just doing this for the sake of being with your friend, don't sign up for those classes. Instead, find classes that you actually want to take. Just be very aware of the people that you associate yourself with, because as high school goes on, people are going to be showing their true colors, and you're going to be like, oh, I would have never expected you to be like that. I would have never expected you to be homophobic. I would have never expected you to be racist. I would have never expected you to be so unhelpful and unsupportive in our friendship, or I would have never expected you to be so mean. Anything of that sort, as high school goes on, like I said, in your high school career, you're gonna lose some people. Plain and simple. Like, you're gonna have to cut some people off. It's like that. You're gonna have to put yourself first. So don't be afraid to be like, okay, when I'm with this person, it feels like they're very dependent on me, or oh, this person feels very needy. Oh, this person feels like they're using me. And don't confuse neediness and dependency with somebody that just needs support and somebody that just needs a listening ear. When I say needy and dependent, I mean they're constantly asking you for homework. They're always, if you team up for projects, they always want you to be doing most of the work in the project. Or when it comes to them making friends, they don't really have, maybe they have other friends, but they don't like those other friends as much as you, or they don't like you having other friends, you having your own life. You need to find friends that understand that boundary of You have your life, I have mine. You know, yes, we're friends. Yes, I care about you. You know, yes, I want the best for you, for both of us. But at the end of the day, like, you don't want somebody that would be so angry if you need some space for yourself, or you just simply don't feel like talking to them. Like, you don't want somebody like that in your life. You want people that understand they're an individual just as much as you're an individual, and you have separate lives. Just be very mindful of, like I said, who you associate with, the things you do, and the reputation that you're making for yourself. Because I'm telling you, like, yeah, high school moves quick, and like, okay, let's say you trip down some of the steps today. Okay, by tomorrow, probably nobody's gonna say anything to you about it. And if somebody does, it's probably that one annoying person, or it's one of your friends. You know, be able to laugh at yourself and let little things go like that. But when it comes to bigger things like fights, constant drama, getting the reputation as being somebody that's toxic, or, you know, like mean, unhelpful, unsupportive, you don't want to be seen as that type of person. Like, you don't want to be known for that. So just keep in mind the person that you're aiming for other people to see you as. Next category is romance. Yeah, so let's get into it. If you're in middle school and you have a relationship that has all, like, a plethora of issues, don't even carry that relationship with you into high school. Don't even take it with you. Don't even take that relationship with you into high school. I just feel like, unless you really have a good relationship, you might wanna drop that little middle school joint. Because you're gonna get to high school, you're gonna be like, you know, evolving as a person, growing as a person. Like, that's the goal. And, you know, a lot of things are gonna change about not only yourself but that person. So if anything, if you choose to continue that relationship, just be really mindful to, you know, evaluating, like, okay, what's going on in our relationship? Who are the people that we're becoming? And how did these two people fit together? Just really keep that in mind. But yeah, I went into freshman year with my toxic ex. We went to different schools, and homeboy was cheating like hell. He was cheating. But I mean, hold on, wait, but look at me. Why would you want to cheat on me? Because you're dumb. But anyway. So my boys, to all my guys out there, actually no, to everybody, don't ruin a good relationship. Don't ruin a good relationship. And you're the issue, and you're the toxic one. You're the person that's in your own way, right? And now your partner has left you because you're just acting crazy. Like, you're really on a whole nother level of being toxic and just not a good partner. And now you boo-hoo because that person doesn't want to be with you. Don't boo-hoo because they don't want to be with you, especially if they gave you multiple chances to change. I'm just saying. But yeah, I went in with my toxic ex, and, you know, we started having issues in our relationship. We already had issues, but they got amplified when I started high school. And it wasn't because of me, it was just because of the person that he was, and his unwillingness to change the things that I had to. He was unwilling to change the things that I had expressed that I didn't like. He was unwilling to change things that I expressed my dislike for multiple times. So I would be like, hey, I don't like you doing this. Hey, I don't like you talking to me like this. And still, yet to my surprise, nothing would change. He would just ignore it. So because of that, and cheating and the lying and the manipulation and gaslighting, I just had to move on. You know, I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I understood that I was growing. I understood that I was meeting new people, and that, you know, like, my high school career was going on. You know, we was just getting started. So I was just like, let's cut off the dead weight, because homeboy's holding me back. Homeboy's calling me, yelling, like yelling, taking out his anger. I don't got time for this. I'm at school, meeting new people, making new friends, trying to get these high school grades together, and you're on the phone yelling at me at like 8 p.m. I don't got time for that. As soon as I get up, you're trying to argue at like 7. Boy, I'm at school. Don't do this. don't do this right now. Don't do this because it's too early. I promise you, it's too early. If you're in a relationship and you're being cheated on, lied to, mistreated, unappreciated, they always want to be arguing. Word to Beyonce, to the left, everything you own in a box to the left, the door. You don't want your friends looking at you like, yo, you really tolerating this? It's so embarrassing. And then they'll look back a couple years later and be like, what was wrong with me? You don't want that. I mean, dating your freshman year, I would say it's almost not even worth it. Because again, unless you build a very strong foundation for a person, like, because of all the changes that you're going through and all the life events that are going to happen to you in high school, bro, at that point, like, we have been through so much. I don't even know if we really still go together. Like, I don't even know if this still really work, bro. Like, just be mindful of who you're deciding to date, because now that person is associated with you, and a lot of people are up on you because oh these two are dating. And a lot of times, especially in your freshman year when you're dating people, a lot of your peers in your same class are going to be like all up on you. You can create a lot of drama around your relationship, as well as just a lot of eyes being on you, a lot of pressure with things like virginity, kissing, these next bases and third, like, or even if you're in the talking phase, like, and people find out, like, a lot of times it's still that big pressure of, oh, when are you guys gonna become boyfriend and girlfriend? And a lot of people just get in your business. So when it comes to relationships, try to keep it like between you and the person. Like, don't be telling this one, that one, and their mom. Like, just try to keep it kind of chill. Y'all freshman girls, don't date an upperclassman. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't advise dating an upperclassman, only for the sole reason of, if you're a freshman, you're dating a senior. You realize that senior is going to get out of school earlier than you, because of, like, and I mean on like just for that school year, like at my school, like the whole school gets out at, or like really like the whole school system gets out on like June 10th or something like that. But the seniors, their last day of high school for that school year is only like May 20th. So for one, they're gonna be out of school before you. 2, they're graduating before you. 3, they're probably going to college. They're gonna get to college, meet people that are probably like-minded, on the same new like life journey as them, also in the same location as them, and are in their age group. If you're a senior dating a freshman, that freshman is now gonna be going through, like, for the freshman, like, you're now going through all these experiences that your partner has already gone through, and your partner is having all new experiences at college, or even if they go into the military, like, they're having all these new experiences, and there's possibility of them meeting somebody that is more on their level. I'm in the military now. I'm going to meet people that are in the military or in the working force. A freshman normally doesn't have a job. Like, there's just so many vast differences. Like, a freshman is like straight out of 8th grade. A senior is like, I just got done my junior year, I'm getting ready for college. Like, that type of level, it's just hard to balance that out. So for our last category, we're going to talk about futures. As a freshman, just think about your future. You just got to think about it a little bit. You want to think about what you want to do, like, later on in life, what type of careers you'd be interested in, because a lot of high schools have classes that are catered to certain careers. So on your high school transcript, if you take certain classes that are related to what you want to do in life, then when you're applying to colleges, they'll be able to see, oh, they took a whole bunch of business classes for their whole time in high school. I see that they really do have a passion for this. Or, oh, they took a whole bunch of STEM classes and they're applying to be an engineer at our college. Okay, I see that they're passionate about this. They're working hard in this, field. If you figure out what you want to do later in life, or you have a bit of an idea, or you're even just trying different classes out to get a feel for what you're interested in and what you're not, at least your colleges can see like, okay, they're trying new things out. Like, you know, I just feel like it would be a good thing to just think about what your end goal is and what you want to be. You don't want to just be flying through high school just like tunnel vision, turning a blind eye to all the opportunities that you have if only you found out about them. And you just want to have like a bit of a vision for, you know, what are your next steps, what are your goals for next school year, what are your goals for next semester, you know, like what are you trying to achieve. So just don't waste your time. That's really what I'm saying. Just have a vision, know what you're aiming for. Also, I would definitely say, going back a little bit when it relates to friends, go get involved. Get involved in clubs, sports, different after school activities that are going on, or like different events that are going on just within the school day. Just try to get involved in new things, meet new people. You don't want to spend your whole high school, like, I don't want to say career, you don't want to spend your whole time in high school just not doing anything. I'm saying, like, yeah, get them good grades, make some friends, but try to get involved in something that you like, or even start a new club. Just do anything like that and having it like make the most of your experience in high school. So for the finishing part of the video, I'm going to answer some questions about, I'm going to answer like 5 questions about my high school experience. Question number 1 is, what were your favorite and least favorite classes in your freshman year? In my freshman year, my favorite class was AP Gov. I love government. Like, I'm such a government girly. I don't know what to tell you, but I love learning about the law. It just is what it is. I love learning about how our government works, as well as how other governments work and other types of government. I also just really fell in love with the jargon that is associated with like law and government. Like, I just love I just love learning like the words and like the vocabulary to use when talking about politics, government, social change, things of that sort. And there's also just like those topics also just happen to be passions of mine. Freshman year I had AP Gov. It was amazing. I had the best teacher. I'ma say it. I don't know if he wants his name to be in my video, so I won't say it because he's super nice. But yeah, the AP government teacher at my school, he's the best teacher in the building. He is now an administrator, and I have to say it, best administrator as well. So what I said. Now for my least favorite class was chemistry 1. I don't like chemistry. I never really have. It's never been my thing. Just not that girl. It's just not for me. I'm more of a biology type of girl. I love me some bio. Like the experiment Biosphere 2, get into it. I love biology, but chemistry, I just can't get down with it. It's So question number 2 is, what were your hardest and easiest freshman classes? For my easiest class, it's really a tie between Spanish 2 and AP Gov. AP Gov is easy because it's a class that I really enjoyed and I was interested in, so it never really felt like work. It just felt like I'm learning about something that I'm interested in. Now when it comes to Spanish 2, I was good at Spanish 1, so it didn't make Spanish 2 just wasn't hard. Plus my teacher, she just basically taught me Spanish 1 again. So I don't know, she was just going really slow pace when it came to like reviewing Spanish 1, and by the time quarantine hit, I didn't really learn much of Spanish 2, so it was really easy. Now for my hardest class, conceptual physics. You heard me? Conceptual physics. I don't know what it was, but me and physics, she's just not my girl. We're not besties. We're not besties. I can tell you that. When it came to physics, it was good when I understood and I really knew the formulas and knew what was going on. But like when in my physics class, they were asking us questions like, one of our test questions was, Jerry's dog is on a cliff. If the dog jumps off the cliff, how many miles per hour will it fall? Or like, what's the velocity of the dog falling? Are you serious right now? Like, I was looking at the test like, Jerry's dog is on the cliff and the dog jumps off. What's going to be the velocity of the dog falling? Are you serious? You're asking me about a dog jumping off a cliff. When will I ever in the life that I'm choosing need to know the velocity of a dog falling off a cliff? I was just very confused. It was just hard. As a freshman, that was like my hardest class. I didn't get it. My third question is, how long did it take me to learn my way around the school? So my school, we have two main wings of the building. It's A wing and E wing, and then you have like this middle section that includes our auditorium, attendance office, lobby, and our gym. So that's everything that's in that middle section. A wing is academic wing. That wing is basically like over there on that side of the school, it's like 3 squares stacked on top of each other. So it honestly wasn't that hard for me to learn my way around. By like the end of my first week, I knew where all my classes were. There were sometimes, because of me having an A-day, B-day schedule with like my classes alternating, because of me having that A-day, B-day schedule, there was times that I accidentally walked to the wrong class because I thought it was a different day. But honestly, after that first week, I didn't really get lost like that anymore. For my fourth question, it is, what was your favorite part of your freshman year? So my favorite part of my freshman year, it's kind of hard to say because I didn't really get a full freshman year. I know, like, I didn't go to homecoming freshman year. It's really hard to think back to freshman year. There's only like bits and pieces I really remember. Freshman year had a lot of life changes for me. So with that being said, like, it wasn't, when I think about freshman year, I just really think about a lot of growth and change for myself. And, you know, I'm not gonna say the change wasn't positive, but just with things that were going on in my personal life, it was just a lot. But I guess I'll say my favorite part of freshman year was low-key that little quarantine bit. A little quarantine bit. It was eating up. Ain't gonna hold you. It was something about being able to be home. When my sophomore year rolled around and I had to do my whole school year virtually, that was not fun. It was not enjoyable. Like, it was just horrible. But for my freshman year, that quarantine, that was fun. My fifth and final question, it is, are you excited for senior year? This question is a bit hard for me to answer because I have a lot of really like mixed emotions about going into my senior year and what it means for me to be going into my senior year. And it's not because I don't know what my next steps are in life. Like, literally, I'm a CEO of my own business. I know what some of my next steps are, okay? Like, I have my own goals and I know what I'm, you know, aiming for. Like I previously told y'all, I know what you're aiming for. But it is really bittersweet because, you know, like, my whole life has been going to school. Like, I'm so young. Oh God, let's make it like, I just have a bit of anxiety, and I'm excited. Yes, I'm excited to be going into my senior year. I worked extremely hard to make it through all of my school. Like, there's been a lot of times I've just wanted to, you know, give up and throw everything away that I've worked for. And there have been times that, you know, I've kind of dropped the ball, I've slacked off. But I know that going forward, I have to make the most of my senior year. 1, because I'm never gonna get it back. 2, because it's gonna be great. 3, because, you know, these grades gotta be up. So it is a really bittersweet feeling. And knowing that I'm going to college, I guess I feel kind of conflicted because, like, my mom, like, I'm an only child, so I just feel like, oh, she's gonna have an empty nest. Like, I don't know, I feel kind of sad. But that doesn't mean I can't call home or come to visit or anything like that. It's really just like, I don't really have negative feelings towards my senior year. I have semi, like, bittersweet feelings about what's after my senior year. That's really what it is. But all in all, I'm slightly excited and it's gonna be a great year. So if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like if you found it helpful and I said anything that you feel like, oh, I'm really, you know, that really took a little bit of the weight off my chest for transitioning into high school. Go ahead, drop a like. If you want to see more of my face and hear more of my advice on different topics and just see more of my content, go ahead and subscribe if you want to get notifications for when I post. I plan on doing weekly posts from this point on, so go ahead, hit that little bell, baby. Hit that little bell, okay? Hit that bell, okay? And comment below any other questions you want answered, because I could do a part 2 to this video. Any content ideas, anything you want to see, or opinions you want to hear from me, anything like that, go ahead, drop in comments, let me know what you thought, and I'll catch you on the next video.